Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run with Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Watson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Ohio! Switch! Come on, let's go!
On second down, here's Watson. Right side caught by Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Let's go!
Watson on third down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Looking to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And his throw is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
No, Jack Patrick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Pardon, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. C.J. Prosise, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Watson now on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On first down, Procise. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
11 more on that one and another first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? It's
really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. To throw on second is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go. Flex round.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Flex round.
On 1st and 10, Watson dancing to his left. Open space inside the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep here for Bryant. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And the Steelers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Watson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Let's go! 38! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge on that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now back to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. He'll look to throw, and an alley to run, and avoids the contact by sliding. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. C.J. Procise with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. What are they doing? He's immediate.
I had to fake my way through it when I was playing. But obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jackson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He got 29 yards that time. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson taking it in, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Michael Johnson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Watson going and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll dump it off to Procise. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 10 yards still left on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Down at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa, and the Saints have extended their lead in that ball game. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, they run with Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. Now Gurley, handoff left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Steelers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go! 190! 190!
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
You